But here this boy is broken and busted, but he had enough gumption to go and get a job on his own. He wasn't looking for a handout. He was willing to go out and work so that he might be able to eat. But here he is in a hog pen. Here he is feeding husk to swine. And then all hogs, I shouldn't be doing it because it's against everything that I was raised to do. What happens when you leave God and you love yourself, or find yourself in a far country, you'll find yourself doing stuff that you know is wrong, but you've been doing wrong for so long that it's hard for you to get right of else to go but up, because you were at rock bottom. You had walked away from God. You had walked away from your family. You were doing things that you knew were wrong. You were satisfying your flesh and trying to live out your lust, and now you find yourself broken and doing something you know that you shouldn't be doing. But in that moment, he heard something that made him realize, I can go back home. And he can turn your broken spots into a place of worship. And I don't know if it was the oinks of the pig or the squeals and squeak of the mud, but something that made him hear the Lord's voice say, come unto Jesus while you still have time. And at that moment, he made up his mind. I'm going to rehearse my little Easter speech, because I'm headed back to my daddy's house. And when I get to my daddy's house, I'm going to tell my father, I don't deserve to be your son. If you just let me work out in the fields. While he's gone from home, his father does not give up on his son. He does not throw him away, because he realized that he had planted the seeds of responsibility in his son. And that if you put God in them, no matter where they go or how low they go, what you put in them will make them stand up and testify to who they belong to. And so as his son, the reason that his daddy hugged his neck and kissed him was there was a Jewish tradition that if your child made the decision that this boy did, that you were required as his father to have a funeral and in essence say he is dead to the rest of the world. That because he person that could save him from being stoned when he came back home was his daddy. And receive nails in his hand and nails in his feet, and to be mocked for sinners like you and me. But with every drop there in the world, Lord, and Daddy, I thought I had some friends, but they were only there when I was having a good time.